We're not trying to tell you what to think. We're trying to show you how to think. Hello, next Blizzle. Welcome to TFK, Tin Foil Kufi, where we dive deep into the mysterious world of aliens, UFOs, and unexplained phenomena with a B1 twist and B1 perspective. And I am your host, TZ Von Savage, in the place to be. Crash, Las Vegas, UFO, witness terrified by 8-foot creatures in his backyard. 100% not human, so he says. George Knapp, a renowned journalist who has broken some of the biggest UFO-related stories, told Fox News Digital that he's spoken to the family over the last 4 weeks and didn't detect a hint, not even a smidgen of a hoax. Did you catch that? This didn't just happen yesterday. This isn't hot news, hot off the press. This isn't breaking news. No. In fact, everyone sat on this. TMZ didn't pick it up till later. Like, we're talking about like a month later. He said 4 weeks. He just simply told you 4 weeks. They'll tell you what you need to hear if you pay attention and open up your ear. Now, we do have the footage. We do have the right-of-way footage, so let's not even play no games. Let's just bust right in to the footagers. Boom, bam, ping. Fair usages of everything fair. You know, they'll flag your video.
I don't know. I'm so nervous right now. I have butterflies, bro. Everyone saw a shooting star. Then these people say there's aliens in their backyard.
Me and my brother, we just
Did you see it? Huh? Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it.
What'd you see?
It was like a big creature.
A big creature?
Yeah, like around 10 feet tall.
I'm not going to BS you guys. One of my partners said they saw something fall out of the sky too, so that's why I'm kind of curious. Did you see anything land in your backyard, or?
They see like a big. That's what they say. They see like a big something with light.
Can we go that side?
Weird. Just the fact that our partner saw something at the same exact time.
I put it on my feet.
If those 9-foot beings come back, don't call us, all right? Deal with it yourself. I ain't dealing with that.
They don't pay us enough to deal with aliens.
Hey, this might sound like a really dumb question, but did you guys see anything fall out of the sky? Like, if you see any, like, little, well, not little in this case. They're claiming 8 to 9 foot tall green beings that were in their backyard. Sounds crazy, but you never know.
Boom. Boom. You see?
Great.
Boom. Huh? Now I want to say, I'm not saying, let me put on my tinfoil kufi. I'm not saying whether aliens do or don't exist. What I'm saying is, it's getting awfully close all of a sudden now that reparations is being talked about. Now everything, but before reparations was getting a big push, it was climate change. That didn't work. Now that didn't work. Okay. The economy. That's not working. That's not. Okay. Abortion. No. Ukraine. They need help. The swole need. Yeah. The ramdemic. Yeah. Asians is getting discriminated against. No. Now it's the Jewish people. Yeah. Now it's their turn. Yeah. No, not you black people. Keep in mind, all these people have already received reparations from the United States. They've already got their piece of the American pie. Not even Americans, not even from America, but you got your part of American pie. You're an immigrant. Your family at some point was an immigrant. Black people were not immigrants. Immigrant is someone who has a choice, right? So either one, we were brought over here forcefully, or two, we was already here. Either way, not making us immigrants. Once again, nothing against an immigrant that's going to represent and act like they know that the black man was here for sure. You already know that. You know what it is. Now we're going to elaborate a little bit. A tall, skinny alien creature with greenish color that was about 8 to 10 feet tall was reportedly hiding behind a forklift in a Las Vegas family's backyard after a potential UFO crashed overnight, April 30th / May 1st. You just got a forklift in your backyard? Let's not skip over that there's just a forklift in the backyard and that the creature is hiding behind the forklift. I looked at it in the eyes and my body just froze. No cell phone. Folk always glued to their cell phone. Now all of a sudden, no cell phone footage, huh? Okay. He froze. I was having sleep paralysis. A witness who didn't give his name said in a YouTube video. He had a weird looking face, big feet, big shiny eyes, and a big mouth. I can hear it's loud. Keep deep breathing, and his stomach kept moving. He would just stare at me, and seconds later, I could move again. He called 911 at 12:25 a.m. on May 1st and told the dispatcher that large creatures was in his backyard. They're not human. 100% they're not human, he told the 911 dispatcher in the audio recording. I swear to God, it's not a joke. It's actually real. Las Vegas police followed up on the call after a different officer's body cam dated April 30th, 11:50 p.m. captured a glowing green light streak across the sky from the top right corner until it appeared to crash and disappear in the distance. At least 21 people across Eastern California, Arizona, Nevada, and Utah reported seeing the glowing green light, according to the American Meteor Society. A witness who was seen in the responding officer's body cam told his story in a YouTube video under the username Alien Society 51. I'm sure that was just created, and shared pieces of the body cam footage, a neighbor's doorbell camera that captured the loud bang, and aftershock in a picture of a perfect circle in his backyard, purportedly left behind by the aircraft. It doesn't say by in here. So when you guys hear me doing irky and jerky and it's not as smooth, there's words missing from these articles. So we try to be as smooth as possible when there's typos and information and language missing. It goes on to say the witness said he and his brother were working on his car in their backyard around midnight, May 1st, when he heard something fall from the sky. I'm sure you guys was having some cold ones and you have had a couple shots of JMO. Stop it. I turned around and saw a big light falling from the sky, and moments after I felt a big impact and a bang. Once again, I'm not saying that didn't necessarily happen. And when the impact happened, it was like a shock wave, he said. It was all blurry, not my vision, only the backyard. And I heard thousands of footsteps around me. A couple seconds later, the footsteps were gone. He called 911, and the recording was released to the media. There's like an 8-foot person beside it and another one inside. And it was had big eyes and it looked at us and it's still there, he told the dispatcher. He asked if this was on his property. What? In my backyard. I swear to God, this is not a joke. This is actually, we're terrified, he responded. The dispatcher clarified that the emergency call was about. So there's two people, there's two subjects in your backyard. Correct. And they're very large. They're like 8 foot, 9 feet, 10 foot. I don't know. They look like aliens to us, the caller said. Big eyes. They have big eyes. Like I can't explain it. And big mouth. They're shiny eyes. They're not human. They're 100%. They're not human. A responding officer is seen in the body cam footage asking what the witnesses saw and told them his partner saw the same thing. He only said he seen the lights. He didn't say he seen a creature too. George Knapp, a renowned journalist who has broken some of the biggest UFO-related stories, told Fox News Digital that he's spoken to the family over the last 4 weeks and didn't detect a hint of a hoax. Metro Police took it seriously. The officers who responded to the 911 call interviewed the three witnesses and found them to be sober and credible. Yeah, because if they're not credible, then that has to mean your officer is not credible as well. It continues. Knapp said they searched the backyard, looked for physical evidence, canvassed the neighborhood for more witnesses, then returned day later for a follow-up. It does not say then returned a day later. Once again, we're reading some of this. It may sound like gibberish. It is not us, people. It goes on to say we had multiple conversations with the family over the past 4 weeks and didn't detect a hint of a hoax. But what really happened? We don't know. And authorities still don't know what exactly crashed in Las Vegas that night, but there's evidence that something happened. I know some people are not going to believe this, the witness said in the YouTube video, but this is what happened to me. I'm just saying, you'd have thought he would have put out a lot of the pictures of the evidence that was left, the sphere that was that they didn't find, but the shape, the perfect round circle. None of that. Once again, not saying aliens don't exist, not saying it didn't happen. I'm simply saying if it did, why isn't? Where's all the pictures? We take pictures of food, this, that, and the third. Now some real action happens. You have no footage. You didn't have your cell phone with you. Nothing. Nothing. And how come nobody else felt the shock waves? They said they seen the lights. How come they didn't feel the feel? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Now let's see what my man got to say. More fair use. Now, this is George Knapp. Now, I ain't gonna lie. He looked like he always taking a nap, and he looked like he all cap. So George Knapp looked like he naps all the time, and he's full of cap. That's all I'm gonna say. Allegedly. Allegedly, of course. Allegedly. You gotta know that. Let's see what the busters got to say.
Have you ever looked up and wondered, is there anybody else out there? Last night, we brought you a story out of Vegas that made us even more curious. When responding to a 911 call in late April, police body cam footage picked up this strange object falling from the sky. Neither cops or eyewitnesses had any idea what the little green flashing triangle was. But it's not just what people saw, it's also what they heard. Listen to this audio picked up by a witness. It says this came from a neighborhood Ring doorbell cam. What was that? And now listen to this eyewitness explain what happened next.
I hear something fall from the sky. I turn around, the only thing I see is a big light falling from the sky, and moments after I feel a big impact and a bang, sort of like a big impact. It was sort of like a shock wave, like an out-of-body experience. So to say, when I tried to look at the object, it was all blurry, not my vision, but only the backyard area. And I hear thousands of footsteps around me.
So it wasn't just footsteps he heard. This kid says he witnessed an alien invasion.
Why it look like?
The only thing I can see in the backyard is a tall creature, probably around 8-10 feet tall, very thin.
Why it look like he reading
was a gray greenish color. And when I looked at it in the eyes, my body just froze. He has a weird looking feet and a big face and eyes, and you can see a big mouth. And I could hear his loud, deep breathing, and I could see his stomach moving. He would just stare at me. Seconds later, I could start moving again.
Did aliens touch down in Vegas? Or are we getting punked? Now, this incident is fresh off the heels of what we reported last night. Several whistleblowers have contacted Michael Schellenberger, saying that the U.S. government's in possession of 12 alien spacecrafts. 12. Alien incidents have been reported for decades. My next guest, Tom Reed, says he encountered a UFO in the Berkshire Mountains back in '69. It's called the Reed Incident, and it's the first UFO incident archived to be historically true. Joining me now is Tom Reed, alongside former aerospace engineer and author Mike Barra. All right, before we get to your story, I want to just ask Mike, tell us your interpretation of this Las Vegas incident.
Well, it's pretty interesting. That green light strikes me as what they call a bolide or a meteor that is, like a shooting star that's very low. And these things, they can airburst, they can explode. So that would count for the sound. If it hit the ground, and there are some people that say the ground actually shook, then what makes me curious is why hasn't anybody gone out to the site? Why haven't any even geologists gone out there and retrieved pieces of the thing? Because there will be pieces left. And then the other videos that have been shown of what happened in the backyard, I don't know if we're going to get to that, but that is a little bit creepy. So to me, I think this is probably a meteor, but did something else happen? And it might not be because of just all the other weirdness around it.
So, okay, and then Tom, so then how would you explain the 10-foot tall green guy that was breathing with big feet and a flat head?
Well, I don't know if we have enough information to really make a call on that, but we have a genuine response from the individuals involved. We got the officer's body cam footage.
Yeah.
That also verified a lot. We've got the 911 operators who also seemed to be very in tune with what was happening. It wasn't dismissed. And so when you couple this with the footage you're showing right now, I don't think you can deny that something took place, something happened.
Were there any similarities between this and what you encountered in '69?
Well, we did see a sphere, a white light similar to that. There was 3 objects. There was also what I refer to as a disc-shaped object, which looked like a turtle shell, and that hovered quietly. But we didn't encounter beings, if you will, like these people did. We were kind of in awe and kind of fixated or frozen, if you will, onto the object we saw, which I believe from what I saw earlier, they felt the same way. They were kind of frozen too and just kind of captivated or stared at the being, if you will. So there are some similarities. I think that the behavior was very similar to how we felt, if that helps.
And Mike, you're now hearing people coming forward. Our journalist friend, Mike, who says 12 alien spacecraft, U.S. government's in possession of. What kind of development is this?
It could. We've for a long time. I mean, all the way back to the Cape 1942, Roswell, and these other. So I think the question is not so much do they have these craft and do they have these captives or these bodies. The question is, what do you do them for 75 years? What have you been doing with them for 85 years?
Yeah.
And I mean, some of these videos you're showing right now that we're seeing here on the screen, these could be developments, our own secret space program stuff that we're developing. And I really do think that, if we've had this technology for a long time, we've probably learned an awful lot about it. And I suspect this is going to continue to accelerate. We're going to continue to have more incidents. We're going to have more visitations. And, I just think things are going to get really weird and stay really weird for quite a while.
Oh, things are definitely going to stay weird with everything going on. I like, but are also very cynical about the U.S. government. That's the perfect posture for this type of activity. Guys, have a great weekend. Thank you very much, and stay safe.
That was perfect.
Thank you.
And I ain't going to hold you. I'm just going to mold you, fold you, and scold you about being off code. Going to leave you with 4 words, as we always do in all of our programming. Love, peace, blessings, and aloha. Gotta go ha. I'm out to Doha for show ha. You already know ha. Big Brother Light Bright Supreme Almighty. Signing out. We're not trying to tell you what to think. We're trying to show you